Jesus.
The interesting part about watching these contact sports now. The interesting part about watching these contact sports now is that now, anytime I see, unfortunately, like these like ACL injuries, these man, I'd be like, yo, dog, I feel you. On the inside, I just be feeling them because it's like, as an athlete, like, yo, it's different. Like it's mentally. Everyone when I tore mine, everyone kept saying, the physical battle is going to be one thing, but the mental battle is another one.
Yeah.
I just have all prayers up in the world for like all of these like serious type injuries. Because like even when I was talking to my physical therapist, they like were ranking like some of these some of these sports injuries, and they're like what the surgery is like and the recovery date, and that and some of these knee ones are right up there. I mean, Achilles is obviously that one's up there too, but
But Hill dislocated his knee, tore
yeah,
his ACL.
man,
Like, I didn't even watch the replay. Like, he saw it once and was like, "Ow,
I don't need to see it again.
I'm good.
I,
I know
I,
that's not good."
I don't need to see it again. Hey, so I got the new iPhone, right? I got the new iPhone.
So which one
Have
did you
you?
get? Because my wife got the new iPhone too.
I got the 17 Pro Max,
Okay.
and I got it in the orange too. It's cool.
Okay.
But I'm trying this new thing out with these wireless MagSafe chargers. I ain't gonna hold you. It's kind of fly.
I love it. I have one at my desk.
Yeah. I was thinking about bringing one to my desk, but now I got moved. We got moved into a new building, and it's in one of those. I don't know if y'all have these, but there's like these working spaces where there's like no assigned seating to encourage more.
Used to, not anymore. Now I have an office, but yes, I hate that because everyone's just going to everyone's going to claim a space because humans are territorial.
Oh, my brother. Let me read you. Listen, I want to know. I'm gonna read you something. You tell me if you think this is how passively aggressive you think this is. Hold on, let me find it. Because I read this and I sent it to a few of my homies, and I was like, "Yo, this is hilarious passive aggressiveness." Um, include random building name has transitioned to activity-based work environment designed to support focus, collaboration, and innovation. This model allows for a fresh seating arrangement every day to mix things up and leave the space feeling anew each morning. In this model, all workstations are unassigned and should be used for the duration of the day, except for VPs and admins who may have dedicated workstations within your team homes. Please remember to clear your personal belongings at the end of each day to keep the area tidy and allow others to enjoy a fresh seating arrangement. Thank you for helping us to create a flexible and welcoming environment for everyone each day. I read this, my brother, and I cackled. I said, yo, to the average reader, this may be a little corporate, but to someone who speaks passive aggressiveness, this is passive aggressive as hell.
Also, not to ring the alarms that layoffs might be on the horizon because now you ain't got to pack your shit to get out. Now it's like, hey,
Well, no, we already,
that's already happened.
yeah, this is after that because they moved
Okay,
people. What they did was they moved people from a couple buildings into this one massive,
massive
massive
building.
building.
And let me guess, they want to talk about collaboration, but there's no whiteboards on the wall. There's nothing where a team can
Well,
collaborate.
yeah, no, you can. There's like little focus rooms. There's meeting rooms everywhere. I mean, this is my brother. This is a massive, so big that there's a north and a south,
Okay, never mind. I know what a place we used to work.
4 or 5 floors.
They called that a hive working environment. That bullshit language. Ugh, it's the worst.
A
I
hive
hate it.
working environment.
That was. Oh, in a hive working environment, same language, collaboration, and all that jazz.
So I read that and I was like, man, this is mad passive aggressive. But I couldn't stop laughing because then I was like, okay, well, think about the violations that had to have happened. Because this is, my thinking, and this is maybe the low key comedian in me. I don't think about why am I reading this. I think about how did we get here to what I'm reading. You know what I'm saying? Because this doesn't just happen out the blue. So now you get to thinking, Now, what type of things do you think them people were receiving? What type of message do you think them people were receiving to make them have to send this message? And when I think about that, I just bust out laughing because it's like mad hoardy. Someone had to go and say, "Hey, it's my seat you're sitting in," or someone had to have said, "Yeah, I'm saving. This is my XYZ seat," or something like that.
But that's still
Or
going to happen, though.
or what if somebody was working exclusively at like a VP's desk and didn't know because the VP was gone and the VP came back a few times and somebody was always in their office?
No, I feel like they would have said something. Who sent this? Was it C-suite or was this like your direct supervisor?
The building.
Yes. You know what happened? They said that shit to your bosses, and they were like, "We not telling them that. Y'all tell them that." Because that's stupid.
Because like Matt, I read it and was like, okay, what y'all think this gonna change?
Right. And what's going to happen when people are sitting in the same seat? Because that's who people are. Like, we're creatures of habit. We're territorial. People like their own dedicated space.
But you know what I might start doing though? The building's so big, and I'm talking about every desk got like an extra monitor. Some is like double monitor, some is like one monitor.
Oh, no.
And they have like the USB plugins because everyone's got the Macs
Yeah.
nowadays. So it's like you can get busy at any desk, brother. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna sit. I can. When I tell you I'm gonna sit at a different desk every day, might as well. Maybe for different parts of the work one place in the morning, work somewhere else in the afternoon.
Dog, the people are going to be fighting over those dual monitors. If you're going to do that, every desk has to be exactly the same. Same number.
Most of them have double monitors.
Okay.
But it just depends on how you want to connect it. Like the desk I've been sitting at, they kind of have like the two cables. It's a little easier.
Oh, okay.
I've only got the one, but it works. So
Okay.
I found my little setup. What about you? Are you a one monitor or a two monitor person?
I have morphed into 3. So I have.
This is not including the actual laptop.
Oh, then 2.
Okay, yeah, I'm talking about 2. I don't count the actual laptop.
Okay, I thought you were. Okay, so yeah, I'm 2, and I can't go back.
What do you? But what do you? How did that? Well, not because I don't. We got to talk about work, so we ain't gonna talk about it. Man, prayers up, man, because it's oh man, some of the injuries we've seen, but it's football. It's crazy because it's like one of those things where it's football, man. I feel like in fantasy now, because I feel like if you get to having enough leagues in fantasy, you'll start to feel like there's always one team that's cursed. Yes. You're always going to have one league that's cursed. Yes. This year, the team is 2-2. But the team is 2-2. In the draft, like I feel like I drafted really well. Like my RB1, James Cook. Like when I tell you, sit it and forget it.
Sit it and forget it.
James Cook. I'm happy he got paid. You deserve every dollar, James Cook. So my RB2 has been an issue. Right now, it was Tony. Right, lately it's been Tony Pollard, but the Titans stink. We're going to talk about them. Right?
Jesus.
Later in the draft, I picked up, and I was telling the entire league on the Zoom call, Woody Marks. Kept telling the entire league. I said, wait till later in the season. Woody Marks he's gonna help me be a game changer. He put up 27 on my bench this past week.
Damn.
Hold on, because that's going to be significant when I tell you the next position group that I drafted. Wide receivers. This was a group, when I came out the draft, I felt really, really good about 1 through 4 or 5. Listen to these names. I'm gonna go from bench to starter. Where is it? Go from bench to starter. My new iPhone. Show it to me real quick. Yo, this thing's fast too. We're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna go from bench to starter. Bench, Devonta Smith, Jalen Waddle.
Okay.
Let's talk about my starters. Mike Evans, Malik Neighbors, Brian Thomas Jr. Brother, this team is 2-2. Luckily, my QB, Who you think it is?
Josh Allen. Oh, this is Pusher. Jalen.
Tush, Tush Push Man.
Tush push.
Luckily, he is not even going to hold you. My second best running back. He just so happens to throw touchdown passes.
What did I tell you? I told you he can make up.
He does. That's the only reason why I'm 2-2, I believe, is because of him.
Yep, he makes up
And
for a
and
week.
now I have to. I'm scared to. I also drafted Trey Benson. That was another one. So I drafted Trey Benson and Woody Marks. So luckily, Trey Benson is now kind of my RB2, and then Woody. It's going to be like my flex has to be like Woody Marks, Tony Pollard, or I have the stack with Jalen Hurts and Devonta Smith. But we're 2-2 right now, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm just trying to stay afloat until Mike Evans comes back, and then maybe. But without Malik Neighbors, bruh,
Oh, the
I
redraft.
do have a claim in for Wandale Robinson,
It's not bad.
but it's not Malik Neighbors. And that's not even to mention my Las Vegas Horned Ducks.
Mm,
We just going through it.
y'all are.
Mike Evans as well. Malik Neighbors as well. JJ McCarthy, Tajay Spears, Ramondre Stevenson might as well be hurt. He can't hold on to the damn ball.
Well, Tajay is coming off pup.
Hopefully.
He's coming off the pup. Hey, man.
Listen, I was telling and this is the last thing I'm saying, then I'm going to intro us. I was telling my other Dynasty League, my 12-team Dynasty League that I won last year, the inaugural champion, El Campione. I was telling them this morning. Kyle, in a second, we're going to get to All Money in Dynasty. We're going to get there. But I was telling my TNA Dynasty League, because someone had sent the update on Tyreek Hill. And my response was, this is why it's important to win fantasy championships while you can. Because let me read you some names on that one. George Kittle.
Is this your roster or someone else's?
My roster.
Okay.
It's the roster I won the championship with.
Okay.
George Kittle. Tyreek Hill. He was on that team. He was on my championship team. So I'm like, brother, my team is Jaden Daniels. And he's been in and out. I was basically told him I'm cooked. But I made a trade last week in this league that actually kind of got the ball rolling on a lot of trades. I don't know what it is about dynasty leagues that people get a little about trades. I think it's because everyone's afraid of being clowned.
Yes, 100%.
And so I get annoyed because it's like, yo, just fucking trade. Someone's got to win. Someone's got to lose. It's not that deep. It's 50, and this is $50 fucking. You lose $50 fucking. Like, anyway, so I was already in the market of trying to, because with all these injuries, I'm trying to stay afloat with depth at this point. You know what I'm saying? So last week I'm like, all right, I need to make a trade, and so last week, this is the trade I was talking about in our Twitter.
Yeah.
So last week I made the trade of damn, literally all these trades happened because I just went through like 10 trades, all because of my one that I started. Last week I traded away Ladd McConkey and Harold Fannin Jr. for Matthew Golden, Javonte Williams, and a 2026 first.
Okay.
It was either going to be a mid to late round pick. So now I'm trying to get more point scores. While also the guy I was trading with, he's a big UGA fan. It's my homie. I'm a big Green Bay fan. Come on. You know what I mean? I'm happy to make that trade. Sad to see Ladd go because he helped me win a championship last year. But if there was a time to sell on Ladd, it's now while you can. While you can still get some somewhat value for him. Maybe Keaton Allen, maybe later in the season starts to fall off, and maybe Ladd becomes a little bit more of a priority. But you get a first round pick, and someone's offering you Matthew Golden and Javonte Williams, who's scoring right now and healthy. You got to take it. I feel like, and Harold Finn, I feel like he's going to be good. This is a tight end premium league. Everyone was saying I got fleeced. I don't really think so, but I think
everyone still loves Ladd McConkey.
Yeah, I think it was a fairly even trade, to be honest with you. But then I was like, I still wanted, because I like Matthew Golden, but I need someone else that I feel confident in. that maybe I can pair him with another young wide receiver. So I sent that first round pick and Gunnar Helm, the tight end from Tennessee. And in return, I got my own 2026 second round pick back that I had previously traded, and Ricky Pearsall. Um,
Okay. Okay.
now, now, granted, Ricky Pearsall, he's a little nicked up right now, but I'm looking long run. I think he's going to be a good receiver. And I traded for him right after I read the report that Brandon Ayuk is not close.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So I was like, maybe this is a good time. I know he's got like a knee sprain now, so maybe it might be a few, before he gets going. But I feel confident that Ricky Pearsall and Matthew Golden will help make up for the points, or maybe even score me more points than the points Lad McConkey got. Now I'm kind of looking at my team. I also traded away. I also got a fourth round pick in exchange. For someone wanted Jalen Lane, the Redskins. I mean the Commanders receiver.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Sure.
so I got a fourth. Cool on that. So I'm looking at this team now, and man, it's some bodies. Tyreek Hill's out, De'Ami Brown's out, George Kittle's out. Some of these other guys, they're decent players, but I don't know if I mean, listen, I just gotta rely on Wandale Robinson and some of these other guys.
It sounds like me in our redraft.
But the thing is, I won last week. I'm 3-1 right now, and
Really?
I'm in third. Like, we still got that championship pedigree. This team is filled with a lot of guys, a lot of men with pride who still want to win. My QBs are Patty and Jaden. Tight ends, luckily, Dallas Goedert, Zach Ertz, obviously George Kittle. When he gets back,
Is
Khalil
this super
Shakir.
flex?
It is super flex.
Okay.
And then I traded for Travis Etienne in the offseason. Everyone thought I was crazy because I traded for Tajay Spears. I traded for Travis Etienne. And then I also drafted Bashul Tootin. And let me tell you, if there was one trade that's been paying off like a mother, that damn Travis Etienne trade. Because once Tank Bigsby was traded, I was like, oh, yeah, turn this up.
It's funny because I've been thinking of a trade for ETN in our redraft league with Greg, and I just can't come up with anything without getting fleeced.
Yo, Greg needs to hurry up and pay. I see what he's trying to do now, and it's pissed me off. In a way, I kind of understand because he does have a really good team. But come on, dog, everyone pays. But we're not gonna get that.
Because he's trolling to the deadline tonight, right? That's his whole thing.
It's either that or he's basically assuming that
He's gonna win.
he gonna win.
No, brother.
And I'm like, I'm not gonna say nothing because some of those players that he has, I have on other teams. So I don't want to wish no injury on some of those players because I want to win some leagues. But you're gonna be one sick. Never mind. But yeah, this team I think could still. What's funny is I'm looking at it. This team right now is 4th in points for and 12th in points allowed, and that's literally how I won the championship last year. I just so happened to be the team every week shutting some shit down for somebody, and with Jaden and Patty last year, man. Brother, how's it? I know. How's it? How you been, brother? It's great to see you.
You too. I've been okay. I can't complain too much. We're planning a birthday party for my mother, which is next week.
I have to. Listen, family birthday parties are always the best. Ladies and gentlemen, you already know when you hear this smooth, silky, black chocolate American voice, African American voice.
What the fuck?
You know it can only be one brother, the good brother. You already know when you see this Nas face who could be the one brother, the good brother. Great skin, voice, and all. Losty Mix, joined every Tuesday or most Tuesdays, depending on who you want to ask, by the smoothest bald head on the East Coast, Mr. Danny Ocean. How we doing, my good brother?
We're doing great. I know we're going to talk about fantasy in a minute, but I feel great in our Dynasty League, and I feel terrible in literally every.
Let me tell you something, because we played in Dynasty this past week.
We did.
You so lucky. You so lucky.
How am I lucky?
Brother, because Malik Neighbors got hurt. I literally just told you.
I won by like 40 points.
Nah, okay. That
Malik was going to go off for 40?
Yes.
No, he wasn't.
Kidding me?
Hey, man.
It's all good,
this
man.
Rookie class that I drafted this past year is going to be the foundation for a championship this year or next year. They are This rookie class, my rookie class,
That's fair because you got Abuka and you got Amarian Hampton.
and I got Mason Taylor. I remember I traded up in the third round to get my hands on Jackson Dart, and then I drafted Mason Taylor back to back. Might be the smartest thing I've ever done.
Yeah. Listen, man, bad day to run into those rookies. Listen, I still have the horn. Listen, I'm just so glad that as I look at the Horn Ducks, just know, listen, we might be sellers. We might be buyers. We might be
I would
buyers.
say if you selling like Dalton Kincaid, finally the person they told me he was.
Good thing is I still have all my picks, but I still think we can compete. I need Troy Franklin to step up. Chase Brown, man, that's what's really hurting me.
Chase Brown is killing me in another league. But you know what? The thing for me is, if Joe Mixon and James Conner are healthy, I think I'd have the best team in the league, second to Greg. Like, I think I'd be in second place. Like, if those two were healthy, this team might go on a run.
We're gonna talk about fantasy in a little bit, but let's first start with some real NFL. Last night there was a Monday Night Football. It seems like anytime there's a doubleheader, it's stinky.
Both games are ass. Like, I only watched that Broncos game because in our redraft league where I'm 0-3, I needed Chase Brown to get like 12 points to beat Jason. Like, that's it. Like, I just need you to get some goal line work. I need you to rip off a nice run, and they couldn't do it.
I can't wait to talk about the redraft league because I finally sent out
the commissioner's report,
which nobody responded to. Yo, can somebody respond? That's mad disrespectful. Yo, Bam, when you get up in here, wait till Bam get up in here. Where's Jason and Pete? Can they start coming up in here? I need one of them to start coming up in here.
We'll get to it, but they had the worst drafts on fucking earth, and they 1-2.
Who?
Pete and Jason.
Yeah.
They 3-1. Jason is in second place.
Yeah, they 3-1. They cooking.
The fuck?
Nah, technically they didn't have bad drafts. You had a bad draft.
I had an awful draft. That's what I get for believing in Kyler Murray. God damn.
We're gonna talk about it. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. When we get to that section, Lord have mercy.
That's why
listen. Listen, prayers up to Tyreek and congratulations to the Dolphins. I don't know what the Jets are out there doing, but
being the Jets, I feel so bad for Darren Wilson. Like, we're gonna talk about AJ Brown in a second, but damn,
he trying, brother. He trying. They had so many penalties.
It was a nasty game. Like, both games were just disgusting. And the annoying thing was the Jets Dolphins game started at 7:15, right? So, and then the Bengals Broncos started at 8:15. Do you have YouTube TV? Did you double box the game?
Absolutely.
Did you notice that the Jets Dolphins game, when they did a replay of the Bengals Broncos game on the second box, that play hadn't happened yet?
No, I wasn't seeing. I wasn't paying that much.
The Bo Nix touchdown, they showed it, the replay on the Jets Dolphins game in the top right corner, and they hadn't even ran the play yet in the Bengals Broncos game.
Pretty sure someone said something about that.
That's how ass these games were. They were like, let's just fast forward. People don't need to watch this.
Listen, Aaron Glenn, it's gonna come, brother. That first one's gonna come, brother.
That's an insane sentence.
That first one's gonna come, brother. The Bengals, they didn't even look like they was trying.
Like, when do you call Atlanta and get Kirk Cousins? Like, you gotta do
something. Listen. I've seen enough. NFL, the Bengals should only be playing at 1 p.m. the rest of the season.
1 p.m. the rest of the season, not the national game. They should only
the Bengals, the Titans, the Jets.
Yep. The Giants.
Nah, Giants. Nah, I might need to see them in prime time a little bit more.
No, we don't. Now, without believing neighbors, we don't.
True.
You trying to see Jackson Dart throw a bomb to Wan'Dale Robinson? Because I'm not.
Listen, I like seeing Brian Dable out here hugging on Jackson Dart like he is daddy.
He hugging Jackson Dart like that's gonna save his job, but buddy.
I'm pretty sure that's what he said. No, you saved my goddamn life.
Did you know Jackson Dart was from Utah? with a chain like that. He is from Utah.
Went to
Went to
school in Mississippi, though.
USC and then went to Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Boy, I bet you his parents don't know who he is.
Oh, listen, this is definitely Malibu's Most Wanted all over again.
I had no idea that man was from Utah.
And now he in New York, so maybe one of them little Brooklyn honeys didn't swoop him off his feet, or a little Latina honey.
Yeah, I was gonna say he looked like he loved him a little Dominican girl.
Mm-hmm. You know them Dominicans.
He out here eating black beans and rice and papayas.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He said we ain't have papayas in Utah.
Yeah, nah, he don't even know what papaya is, and he ain't never seen some Dominican papootie like that either. I'm pretty sure. Listen, other news, week 4 in the NFL. We're gonna break this up in the good, the okay, I see when the trending right direction, and then the ugly. Let's get to the good, my brother. Eagles still undefeated.
Yep.
Is this play sustainable though? Because I'm seeing some unhappy players. You know, they didn't really complete a pass in the second half, which I didn't believe at first until it was confirmed. I thought that was. Listen, as someone who has Jalen Hurts on a few fantasy teams, I was like, "What? There's no way." And then
he still had 20.
Yeah, so I was like, "What the heck?" Yeah, 20 something points. Talk to me as our resident Eagles fans. A good win versus the Bucks, and the Bucks are a really good team. They gave y'all could handle. Pause. Talk to me.
That AJ Brown trade request gonna hit like a shotgun blast.
You think it's coming like that?
I think it's gonna come. Pause. Like. He posting Bible verses about shrugging your shoulders and walking away.
But I don't understand what the issue is.
The issue here's the issue for AJ Brown, right? They're winning, right? If you look at the stat sheet, he got 9 targets, but they're the hardest 9 targets. Like it's either go balls or hitch routes. I think you know how I feel about Sean McVay, right? But here's one thing Sean McVay know how to do. He know how to get Puka Nacua wide open.
Okay.
Everything for AJ Brown has to be difficult. Like there was a play the Rams ran against the Eagles. Like Puka comes in motion, and then he runs through the line at the snap of the ball like a fullback. And it's like a little simple, but he's wide open in the middle of the field. Like that's what AJ needs. Like just because AJ is a great one-on-one receiver, everything doesn't have to be hitches and goes and slants. Like please be creative and get AJ the ball. You know how many catches Puka had Sunday?
Like 13 or 14. I have him
13.
in that. Yeah, I have him in that auction league, which we're gonna speak about later. But brother, when I tell you, my GMing skills, the way I was working this cap, whoa,
like that.
Listen, I'm gonna read you the team. I don't know how I'm still undefeated, and a few games ago I beat Bam on some nut shit. Like he was sick. Pause.
Where is he? Is he in here? But back to what I was saying. Guess how many catches AJ Brown has had the entire season?
13.
14.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. That's hilarious on so many different levels.
14 over
I couldn't
4 games.
I couldn't imagine trading for AJ Brown and some shit like this happening.
Oh boy, it'd be multiple first-round picks. I don't think it's going to happen. They just signed AJ.
No, I'm talking about in fantasy.
Oh, in fantasy? Oh, I traded for him. I still believe.
But so why they don't just get him like why didn't they just I don't understand why don't they just
boy if I had to I don't remember
but see, here's the problem is y'all keep winning and Nick Sirianni is scared.
Well, Jalen and AJ have both said they're coaching not to lose instead of coaching to win.
Who said that?
Jalen and AJ said that. They said that last week after they beat the Rams. Jalen's like, yeah, sometimes I feel like we playing not to lose instead of playing to win.
I mean, your defense is so good, man.
All I know is 2 years ago.
But it's going to come a game. You know what's going to come to? It's either come y'all going to lose the game or when we get to a couple other teams that played on Sunday night, one of them type games where, like, your defense just, like, it's embarrassing. Like, all right, y'all brothers just.
The Rams game.
But y'all still won it, though.
Yeah, but they were down 26-3.
True. Yeah, I know the Rams are sitting around like, oh, yeah, we got these fuckers beat.
Here's the – if I was going to say. Never mind. Keep going.
I don't know. I just feel like I hear AJ Brown, but it's like, yo, dog, what you want to do? Because if we was losing and you was getting numbers.
Oh, yeah. So So Jalen Carter, I don't know if this was a shot to AJ, but they were talking to Jalen Carter after the game. He was like, "Yeah, I'd rather win a game and have 0 sacks than lose a game and have 6 sacks." And I don't know if that was aimed at AJ, but odd timing.
I gotta hear it in context.
Yeah, me too. Like I just read the quote. I got to hear it in context. I don't think he's taking a shot at AJ, but winning cures everything. But they're not going to go undefeated. Oh, I was saying 2 years ago, something similar happened, and then AJ went like 6 games and 100 yards. So, like he had 6 consecutive games with like 100 or 120 yards. So it's possible.
And there's like flashes, like in that Rams game when they got the ball to him, they got the ball to him. So,
but it was still the hard stuff, right? Like it was still the hitches, the goes, the slants. Like it was nothing easy. He just caught those, and then this week he didn't catch them. Like that's the difference. It's the same stuff, but it doesn't have to be that hard, man.
What does he want to do? Like he wants his route tree to be expanded more.
He hasn't said that, but if you watch the Eagles, he only runs 3 routes.
I know, and people probably know that.
And everyone knows it. Like you got to find better ways to get him the ball.
Well, AJ, what do you want us to? Nick Sirianni is like, AJ, what do you want us to do, man? We got this extremely high-paid offensive line, and we're paying this running back who's still in his prime, and he just had the greatest rushing season of all time. What do you want us to do?
But Saquon hadn't really been getting busy this year either. That's why.
Now you got to blame the offensive. That's the offensive line.
It is. O-line kind of slack. But
did you have someone retire or something?
Mekhi Becton went to L.A. That was the only new start on offensive line's right guard.
Do y'all run to the right a lot?
I don't think it's more so. It's the like Cam Jurgens is better pulling and running in space, and I haven't seen a lot of that in the run game. Like they're asking him to block D tackles. Like that's not his game. But you can't do that because Mekhi Becton is 6'10", 300, and he can block those tackles wide. Cam Jurgens pulls. I don't know why I said Tyler Sheet. I don't know, man.
Why'd y'all let Becton leave?
Money. Eagles ain't got no money. Eagles got paid Jalen Carter at the end of the year. They ain't got no money.
Other news in the good section of the NFL. We can run through these couple ones.
Yep.
The Bills that handled the Saints. They're still undefeated. The line though was like 14.5.
Yeah.
Which I kind of was like for an NFL game.
Insane.
They gave them 14.5. That's crazy. Like you got to feel different. I know the Saints saw that and was like, all right, they basically calling us punks. I will say this: if you can run the football, you have a chance against the Bills. That's how the Saints kept that game close. They were running the ball. Spencer Rattler's actually not a bad QB. Like if the team was bad,
he just can't hold on to the damn ball. He just keep fumbling.
Well, brother, I think here's what I was going to say. If they had a little better offensive line play and they had like a couple of receivers, but I mean, he out there working with Brandon Cooks, Juwan Johnson, Chris Olave. We need more Chris Olaves and maybe. Well, I mean, Rashid Shaheed's a good receiver, but come on now, look at the in Alvin Kamara. That's his. You know what I mean? Like Alvin Kamara's solid. He's been solid. Chris Olave solid, but injury prone. But what about some of these other guys?
I'm trying to trade for Chris Olave in our Dynasty League, but that man never responds.
I mean, he's homegrown. He like his talent homegrown. He runs his operations a little differently.
Yeah, he runs his big time. But and Spencer, like he's had some bad luck. What was that game 2 weeks ago? They were at home. They were driving down the field, and he slips on 4th down, and that's the game. Like little stuff like that.
He's gonna get better. Here's the thing: in that Dynasty League, my 12-team one, I do have Spencer Rattler, and it's just hit or miss. Like if I gotta insert him because some people are on bye or whatever, then I gotta insert him. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I just it's like the Carson Wentz experience. Pray us up, brother. Pray us up. We're gonna talk about that one later. The Bills after the Chiefs after an 0-2 start now are 2-2. Patty Mahomes is looking like Patty Mahomes. He's now the youngest QB to reach 250 passing TDs. Shout out to the Chiefs. They look like the Chiefs. They look like.
Now, question: do they look like the Chiefs, or have their wins been against inferior opponents? And I'm talking about the Ravens defense.
Listen, Everyone gets paid on Sunday, brother. Everyone gets paid on
That's
Sunday.
true.
After
That's
playing
true.
the Cleveland Browns and you see that they actually give you a game, you got to say, hey, everyone gets paid on Sunday, brother.
Well, I mean, the first two games they played were against what people would consider two quality opponents, and they lost. Then they played the Giants. They beat them Sunday night. A win is a win. Winning matters. Winning's
Well,
the
the
only
Giants.
thing that
Well,
matters.
then in that case, then what do you say to the Chargers losing to the Giants? Then
That's true.
so we can't have it one way and not
That's
recognize it
true.
the other.
He's still
Um,
Patrick Mahomes.
and then finally, the good is rounding out with this one I wasn't expecting. The Patriots put up 42 on the Panthers. Now, I feel like there was a commissioner in the league out here who said something about a Bryce Young, and everyone was like, you might be kind of. And I was like, the league let Bryce Young go number one overall, and nobody batted an eye. And that's how you knew the Panthers are being set up.
Oh, wait, that's. I wonder what the conversation would have been like if Bryce didn't win the Heisman.
I forgot he won the Heisman.
Yeah, he won the Heisman that year.
Listen, okay, and talk about information you didn't know. Okay, I see you trending in the right direction. Let's talk about these because I feel like some of these made me laugh. We're not going to go in chronological order. Detroit looks like a machine. They're back to it. They look like a juggernaut. Makes me feel good about that week 1 win because I know they were trying, and I know that frustration that we saw on Amon-Ra St. Brown was legit now.
So I'll go back to the quality opponents. They beat the Ravens. Browns are a good opponent. The Browns are a great defense. They're not a good opponent. And who else did they beat? They beat the Ravens. They beat the Browns. They lost to the Packers.
Bears.
And they beat the Bears. Okay.
See?
Okay.
Other teams, surprising records. How about the Jacksonville Jaguars? 3-1. Their defense has the most turnovers in the league, and honestly, their defense be flying around. Their defense is legit. Trevor Lawrence, he's kind of getting it together. Maybe he's got a. You know what's funny? Different offense, but Mac Jones was cooking with Brian Thomas Jr. Why is Trevor Lawrence not?
Fair question.
Different offense though, but Travis Etienne, he looks like he's back to being Travis Etienne. So, shout out to the Jags. How about listen? I go back to my playoff teams. I believe I had the Jags. Did I have the Jags?
I think you had them winning the AFC South.
I did have the Jags as the 4 seed, so I might have had.
Yeah, you had them winning the AFC South.
Wow.
And my dumbass had no. I had the Colts.
You did have the Colts. I had the Colts at 8-9, and I did have the Jags at 10-7. Yeah, I was definitely wrong about those Texans. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah,
yo, I had the Titans winning 6 games this year.
You might be on pace for that.
6-11.
Yeah,
they're 0-3.
Yeah, they're 0-4. I think they can win 6 games between now and the end of the year. Cam Ward's too good, man.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Are you smoking the narcotic? The Steelers win in Ireland, even though they almost didn't want to win. Did you see some of that?
I did. I turned that game off. I went out to go grocery shopping with my wife. I came back and I was like, I know that's not Carson Wentz leading a comeback.
Listen, that's not yes, they let the Carson Wentz experience almost lead them to a comeback, but the Steelers had a chance to ice the game at the end, and they were making like hilarious decisions.
That might be the hardest part of NFL coaching. That separates a good coach from a great coach is clock
time management and situational football. That's a lot of
situational football, right? Like that's Sean McVay's Achilles heel. That's Kyle Shanahan's heel.
Matt LaFleur is not too much better. Matt LaFleur is not. That's been something that's been criticized for Matt LaFleur a lot. Has been his, team situational football, and things that have happened. That and special teams. Oh my gosh, how special teams has just. We lost the playoff game to the Niners because of it. I mean, we basically lost that game on Sunday. We lost that game on Sunday because of it, which leads us into the ugly from the NFL. Danny, there's fucking ties in NFL games.
Did you Do you remember? I think the Eagles played the Cardinals one year, and it ended in a tie. Do you remember what Donovan McNabb went up to the podium and said?
I didn't even know there were ties in the rule book.
Yes, that's exactly what he said. He said, "I didn't know you could tie in the NFL."
Oh, there's a listen. Remember in I forgot what overtime their game there was recently. There were players afterwards that said, "Yo, we could tie." I didn't even know you could tie in. I thought it was just, it's one thing for you not to know the overtime rules, 49ers in the Super Bowl, but tying?
Ties. If they're gonna change one rule, go back to sudden death. I don't care if Josh Allen doesn't touch the ball in overtime. Tell his defense to make a stop. I don't care. I know it doesn't make sense that the fate of an NFL team is based on a coin flip, but the defense gets paid too. Go make a play. Like, go back to sudden death.
Yo, we really tie. I'm kind of still in disbelief. We really, after that game, I just sat there and I was like, I don't know if I'm mad. I don't know if I'm happy. What the fuck? But then I'm like, then I'm sitting there like, we had a clear opportunity to win the game if we didn't have an extra point blocked. Special teams, Rich Bashada, what are you doing? The fuck is going on out there?
Not only blocked, but even if it didn't get returned, like if you make the tackle, you still win.
Listen, the first 2 weeks had me thinking the Packers were going to the Super Bowl. I was trying to figure out how I can go to a game this year. The last 2 weeks, I feel miserable.
Let me tell you something. And this isn't a shot at you or the Packers, but every threat, everyone kept talking about every threat to the Eagles. None of y'all scare me.
All right, wait, hold. See, and all right, see, and this is where I'm just like, buddy, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm not scared of any of them. None of these.
No. There's no. Okay, you're 4-0, but just like the Chiefs last year, some of your wins is like, all right, if the wind blows a few different ways, you know what I mean?
Hey, if was a fifth, we all be drunk. Find a way to win.
Yeah, and if was a fifth, Jalen Hurts would have 2 rings. He got 1. So what are we talking about?
Jordan got none.
Okay.
Hey, every time I turn around, this new team is the new threat to the Eagles.
Listen,
I don't see nobody.
Listen, the Eagles are looking like they're on their way to self-implosion and self-implosion. I see it happen. It feels like it's going to be a hilarious one because there's some real hilarious personalities in that locker room, including the head coach. But I'll let it rock. Yeah, hey, go Eagles.
Hey, when that happens, I'll be here to cry. But until that,
I'm gonna be here to laugh because it's gonna start with the eventual trade of AJ Brown, and he's gonna go somewhere that's hilarious. Like,
yes.
I mean, he's gonna go somewhere like. Let me think of something.
Hey, buddy, go enjoy Arizona.
No, they'll do something like trading to Jacksonville for Brian Thomas Jr. and then
I'll take that.
And then Brian Thomas Jr. is going to come to the Eagles, and they're going to be all of a sudden this gigantic passing team. It's going to be hilarious.
Yes, Kyle is right. The biggest threat to the Eagles is the Eagles.
Most definitely, Kyle. But I feel like the Packers are a really good threat to the Eagles too. But
they are. I'm not sleeping on the Packers.
Listen, once the Packers defense and offense both start getting consistency, we're gonna be right there. And you got to think about the Packers are still getting healthy. But I'll tell you what, healthy or not, that cornerback room, what I saw on Sunday night, pathetic. Our brother named Dakota was giving us the business. But here's what I can also say. The Packers still have not lost in Jerry's world.
No, they haven't. that is Lambeau South.
Now, did anybody hear the funniest soundbite coming out of this game?
No, what was that?
Hold on 1 second.
I know it didn't come from Jerry. I know it didn't come from Jerry.
Oh man, you know it can't. You know it did.
Oh brother, what is Jerry talking about? I know. Oh, is this the vindication comment that I was reading about? Oh, Jerry.
No, I'm playing. That's not it. That's AI. Hold on. So someone asks if a tie was like kissing your sister. He says, "I don't know. I've never kissed my sister." He also says, uh, "They got Micah Parsons. We got who we got, and ended in a tie." That was the soundbite I was looking for. I was like, Jerry. Yeah, because
Jerry,
of course it does.
Jerry. A whole
Listen,
comedian.
listen, the Packers. I'm glad y'all are on a bye, albeit it's an early one. We gotta get our shit together. Rich Bashada. If special teams is going to be a problem for us going forward, just pack us on up. Pack us on up. The ugly Jackson Dart and the New York Giants, they won, but at a deep, deep, nasty cost. One of the best receivers in the game. Listen, I'm looking back on that draft class. I'm starting to, you know what I might start doing? I might start doing some yearly awards in our league just off the cusp because listen, that draft class I had last year, really, really good. Seems like your draft class this year, really, really good. I might have to start giving out Executive of the Year
I
awards.
like that. Just
No
make sure
payment though. No
make
payment
sure
though.
there's no prize attached to it. Just
No
a
payment.
verbal award.
I might start giving out some commissioner awards. Let's listen. Let, the commissioner awards. Let's do it. Let's right here. Let's think of the awards right now.
Executive of the year.
So fantasy. I'm gonna write this down. Fantasy commish award. So let's go. What'd you say? Executive of the year.
Yep.
Executive.
You can tie that sleeper pick of the year or
No, I don't want to do fantasy rookie of the year because everyone's gonna know who that is.
yeah. You can do
What about trade of the year?
trade of the year. Yeah, that's a good one. You can do something like we got to do something that insults.
How do you define trade of the year? Executive of the year, it's easy. Most impactful rookies. Like whose rookie scored the most points? I would consider that executive of the year because that means you had,
You could.
Who?
How can you measure a trade by impact by wins? But how can you say that the win happened because of that trade? Sit on that. Pause. That's a good one though. Trade of the year is a good one. I like that.
Maybe it's which trade had the most positive impact for both teams. Well, I mean, but then how do you determine that if some of these are like heavy picks ones?
Yeah.
Maybe we nix that one because that's hard to do. That's hard.
Yeah, we need something you can measure.
See, we'll keep thinking of it, ladies and gentlemen. If you got potential fantasy awards that are executive based, we can't do player based, that are measurable, let us know. We have executive of the year. I like that one.
Yeah, I like that one too.
It's a hard one, man. See, I'll keep it here. I'll keep this. I'll just keep that note here. What else? But yeah, Jackson Dart, Malik Neighbors. Ooh.
Go ahead and make that trade. Go ahead and get your Jackson Dart Malik Neighbor stack for next year super flex. Go ahead.
Why when I have Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, Jared Goff, and Bo Nix and JJ McCarthy?
But you want the stack. You want the Jackson Dart Malik Neighbor stack. Okay.
I'm good.
I'm trying to help you out.
I'm good. I got some QBs, and I feel like with my picks, waiver wire pick.
That's a good one.
I like that.
Kyle also said for the trade one, it could just be the magnitude of the trade, not so much win losses, but the names involved in the trade. Yeah, we got to find a way to make that measurable, though.
Yeah, that's a hard one to make measurable.
Yeah, I mean, unless you go by like ADP or rankings, right? Like we use one person's ranking. So if
but then you got to start consider everybody's rankings, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't want to consider Bam's rankings in any sort of.
Oh, I meant like people who do this for a living, not like.
Yeah, but then someone like Bam could say, "Well, I don't trust the white man. I trust my own rankings." Yo, Bam, I asked Bam what his asking price was for TJ Hawkinson. He came back and told me a first round pick.
He told me that same shit.
I said, Bam, explain this to me. He said, tight end premium league. I said, buddy, that's not how it works. He said, that's my price. I said, okay. When nobody pays this price, let's come back and let's revisit this conversation.
We having the same conversation with that man because I said that he was like a first round pick. I was not for TJ Hawkinson. I'm not. No, sir. Not for tight end 12.
I was like, yo, how does I was there? I was just literally like, nah. I said, at Bam, explain this one to me because I'm gonna need your thought process behind this one.
Like I asked about Hawk a month ago. Hawk not on the trading block. Next day, put him on the trading block. I was like, all right, what you want for Hawk? A first round pick? No.
Kyle, is Jake Ferguson on the block?
Oh, we're gonna do a trade right now.
I'm just curious. I'm just asking.
Dalton Schultz is on the block.
Hey, brother, hold on. Win of the year, like biggest blowout win.
Okay, I like that.
Largest margin of victory. Okay,
I like that.
Win of the year. Okay. Okay.
I think that's 4.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 3.
Executive of the year, waiver wire pickup, win of the year.
Yeah, I think 3 is fine, especially since we're not giving anything out. Well, since we weren't giving anything out.
I want a big. Well, I guess executive year is like MVP. Waiver wire pickup is like offensive player of the year or offensive pickup of the year. Win of the year is like game of the year or
yeah. He said a first round pick.
What else? Geno Smith. Listen, for the last 2 weeks, it has been. I have sat and watched just because I got Jacoby Myers in a few leagues. Right. So y'all be watching these Raiders games. I'll be seeing these Geno picks from a mile away.
I don't need to watch.
Listen, you just see the ball. Yeah. Listen, all Geno's picks be like somebody just came in. Yeet.
So if you can see them from the TV copy, can you imagine seeing them from the field? Like, can you imagine the defender be like, I know he not about to. No.
Yo, he be throwing it and they just be like, yeet. Some of them do be like tips, but the ones this past week against the Bears. Here's the crazy part. They lost off a missed field goal. So who does that tell you more about?
That goes back to that Bears one you were talking about with the Lions, but okay. Kevin Byard ain't looked like that since his time in Tennessee.
Yeah, I know, in years. Listen, you mean to tell me you really think the Titans gonna win 6 games? I had them at 6-11. Ain't no way them boys winning 6 games. I just trade for Cam Moore.
Cam Moore can't go out like that. He got to find Calvin Ridley at some point.
If they go winless, what do you
draft?
You know what's funny? The other day, I saw a tweet that says, do you know how hard it is to not score a point in the NFL? And I was on a winless NFL team. We scored points.
And especially the way kickers, like the Bucs kicker made a 65-yard field goal Sunday.
Scoreless. I don't know, man.
You couldn't even attempt a field, like you couldn't get past the 50?
It's bad, man. It's bad.
Disgusting. Glad I'm not a Titans fan.
I don't know if did I update these for the. We're gonna get into our pick'ems before fantasy. I'm trying to see if I updated these.
Yeah, I added them to the bottom. Scroll down. I added the week 5 pick'ems.
How far? Wait.
After the week 4.
Oh yeah. No, we don't even need the week 4s, to be honest. We just need. Let me get the results. How are you feeling about the pick'ems though?
I feel great about the NFL. College, not so much. We were texting about that this weekend. College is a wash for me. Like, you gonna run away with that. My only hope is the NFL.
Hold on, did I add these up? Not 8 + 8, 16. I'm trying to make sure before I delete these, did I count these in?
I don't think so, because it just says in week 3.
Yeah, but remember we
We filled them out, but I don't know if they've been updated.
We didn't do them for.
Oh yeah. You're right. We didn't do them week 1 because we were off, so we just did week 2 and week 3. You're right.
Before I delete these, let's see. Let's see the number of games though. What's 18 plus 14? 32?
Yeah, I think so.
32. So bound chicka wow wow. So let's see, 32. That means there was what? 16 games week 1.
Yeah, so that's 2 weeks. So that's weeks 2 and 3 because we didn't do week 1. Or we didn't do week 2.
Yeah, we didn't do week 2. Then we did week 3.
Yeah, so
Okay.
those are up to date then.
So these numbers are up to date?
Yeah, because 18 plus 14 is 32. There's 16 games a week because there are no bye weeks. So 32 divided by 16 is 2, so that's 2 weeks worth of games.
Mm-hmm. So I haven't added it in the last week's.
No, you haven't. You have not added.
All right. We'll do that. I'll do that. Oh yeah, that's why, because last night's games didn't finish. So
last night's games didn't finish.
we both picked the Broncos. We didn't pick the Jets. We both picked the Raiders. Let's see. We both picked the Commanders. We both picked the Titans. We both picked the Giants, and we both picked the Packers last week. So those are the two that we both got right. Let's get into some ones that I picked the Seahawks over the Cardinals.
I picked the Cardinals.
I picked the Chiefs over the Ravens. That was the one that really may be a big one for us. Let's get into week 5 and then week 3. So I'm just going to make a note. Add in week 4 and 5. Okay, so that way I know to make these. All right, my brother, you ready to do some pick'ems for week 5? All right, Thursday night, we got the 49ers versus the Rams. Who do you got, my brother?
Give me the Rams.
I like the Rams. Look, I don't know what QB is going to be playing. Puka Nacua has been carrying my my auction team. I'm going to go with the Rams as well. I think the Rams are the better team, but I feel like this Thursday night game is going to be closer than we think.
100%. And it's division.
It's a division one too. Vikings versus Browns in the London game.
I'm going to take the Vikings because they have been in London, like they have been across the pond for a week. I am not confident in that because it's still Carson Wentz, but I do think the Vikings playing in Ireland last week and just staying over there.
Listen, I think the Browns are going to win off defense and defense and defense. Give me the Browns and give me the Carson Wentz experience to be absolutely hilarious.
You're probably right.
Listen, two teams that have always kind of struggled, who have been struggling, but we're gonna see. Cowboys travel to Metlife to play the Jets. You think the Jets get the first one in the season?
No, give me the Cowboys.
You know what? Kyle just made me change my pick. Give me the 49ers. I'm going to take the 49ers. I'm going to take the 49ers. Listen, after what I saw, I feel like Aaron Glenn gave these boys a good talking to. Mm-hmm. And I feel like after the Micah game, the Cowboys, they're emotionally going to come down. Give me the Jets.
You're right, because the Cowboys walked around Sunday night like they had won. Like the Packers felt like they had lost, and the Cowboys felt like they had won. Give me the Jets.
There we go. A hilarious matchup. The Giants and the Saints. Listen, this has historically been a shootout, and I'm honestly going to bank on a shootout. Give me the Giants. No, give me the Saints.
Oh, damn. We need to differentiate somewhere because I was taking the Saints too. Like, Spencer Rattler's luck has to change. Some of this stuff isn't him.
And the Giants-Saints games have historically been some random shootouts. Shootouts. Raiders versus Colts, good old-fashioned AFC matchup.
I think we both want to pick the Colts here.
Listen, Gino, you got to show me something with these picks. I'm taking the Colts. Dolphins versus Panthers.
Jesus. Here's the thing. I think the loss of Tyreek Hill and the baggage, whether fair or unfair, he brought is going to bring a new life to this team. Give me the Dolphins.
Listen, I have Jalen Waddle in some leagues, and I feel like with him becoming the wide receiver one after they paid him, they still got Devon A-Chain, Dan Waller. He's doing his thing.
Oh, that might be the waiver wire pickup of the year for me.
Smart. Then you still 0-4? We'll talk about it.
No,
I'll
in
take.
Dynasty. I picked him for Dynasty, not in
Oh,
redraft.
smart. That's what's up, motherfucker. That's how I lost. You bet you didn't start him. You didn't start him.
I didn't start him.
Yeah,
No.
no. Broncos versus Eagles. What's your thoughts?
So I think the AJ Brown noise is going to get even louder after this week because Pat Surtain's the best corner in football. Give me the Broncos. They run the ball. The Eagles aren't the best at stopping the run. I think they're going to have really long, extended drives. I think the offense is not. The Eagles aren't running the ball well. The Broncos have arguably the best defense in the NFL, and the AJ Brown targets conversation.
Is this at the link?
Yes, it is going to be deafening because Pat Surtain is going to lock that up.
What am I going to do when the Eagles crowd starts booing because
it's going to be
Pat Surtain got AJ Brown in a straitjacket?
But this is when Kevin Petula needs to come with creative ways to get AJ the ball. You just can't line him up across from Pat Surtain and be like, run a go route. Like,
so you're not going to pick your team? No, that's kind of crazy to me. I feel like that should be a weekly Eagles.
I feel like at some point you can't play a bad half every week. It's going to come back and bite you. Like you played a bad half against the Rams, you won.
If you had Devontae Smith in fantasy, would you start him this week?
No, because that other corner for the Broncos. Here's the thing about when you have a lockdown corner like Pat Surtain, that other guy gets tested a lot, and they still have the best defense in the NFL.
Yeah, Riley Moss ain't no scrub over there.
Yeah, he a white boy from Iowa too, right? He the one. Everyone talk about Cooper DeJean. No, Riley Moss is the original white corner from Iowa, not Coop.
Listen, in a game that is going to be bad, Texans versus Ravens.
Mid versus mid. Give me. Is Lamar playing? Have we
got? No, he's not expected to play.
Oh, then give me the Texans.
Cooper Kush?
No,
do I believe in Cooper Kush?
No, you don't.
Listen, you're right. I don't.
Fuck you don't.
Do you think the Titans get their first win of the season versus the Cardinals?
I do. This is what I get for believing. I was like, oh man, Kyler Murray. Nah, give me the Titans.
Listen, I believe the Cardinals are going to keep the Titans defeated.
I hope so, because
we got to have some separation on these picks. So give me the Cardinals.
Okay.
Here's a good one. Bucks travel to Seattle.
This might be the game of the week for real. Like this needs to be the 1 o'clock across the nation. Give me the Seahawks.
Look, I like what the Bucks are doing. I think they're still a really good team. I think the Eagles just had their number. I'm going to take the Bucks this game. I think they travel well. They know how to win games. Baker's feisty. I think the way they got Bucky Irvin involved versus the Eagles, I think they're going to start doing that. Listen, here we go. Keely, how we doing, brother?
If Mike Evans were healthy, I would take the Bucks.
Hey, look, your rookie's still in there, and Chris Godwin's back, and they still got some people.
Talking Mecca Buka. Give me the exec of the year. Just go ahead and give it to me right now.
Well, let's wait till we see. Listen, I'm taking the Lions. I don't even want to go into discussion. I'm taking the Lions over the Bengals.
Me too.
But I'm gonna tell you like this, Zach Taylor. You don't have many more performances like that on national television before you get fired, because them boys was not trying.
Or just go get Kirk Cousins, dog. Like, what we doing? You just need competency.
But they don't want to listen. They're not paying, because the Falcons gonna say, all right, we'll pay. You gonna pay your salary? And they like, and they're already paying Joe.
Terrible.
Commanders in LA to play the Chargers.
Give me the Chargers. I've been saying all season the Commanders are frauds. And now we get to the point where we find out they frauds.
Let me tell you something, brother. It seems to me that I have to be a Jaden Daniels stan for a good majority of his career.
He can be good and they still lose. That defense still sucks against the run.
Yeah, man, Bijan was giving them problems. But Bijan's a really good player.
They did nothing to address their biggest weakness, and that was stopping the run.
We'll talk about our redraft league, but I'm looking back on that draft, like, brother, I got some dogs on that one of his days. I got some dogs on that one. All right, Sunday night, we got the Patriots and the Bills. Who do you got?
Give me the Bills until someone beats them.
Listen, the Bills are a great team. I like what the Patriots are doing.
You gonna go there? You gonna pick the
I'm
Pats?
gonna still take the Bills. I have a lot of Josh Allen stock, so I don't want him to have a bad
Okay.
game. Chiefs versus Jaguars.
I really want to pick the Jags, but that's Patrick Mahomes. Give me the Chiefs.
It is in Jacksonville.
It is, and they lead the league in turnovers. I'm just not betting against Pat right now. Everything is screaming Jags. Like everything's screaming Jags win.
I am rolling with the Jags and give me a Brian Thomas Jr. breakout game in prime time.
Okay,
I like
America need
that. What's funny is I am skeptical about whether or not in some leagues if I want to start Brian Thomas Jr., but there are some leagues where like I have to start him, and there are other leagues where I'm like, should I start him? I'll speak to it in a little bit. So as of week 3, before I add in, well, let's just see. So in week 4, it's looking like there were 16 games. Let me count your wins. No, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You had 7, so you were 16, 7 and 9.
Yeah.
No, 7, 8 and 1.
Oh yeah, because of the tie.
So 7, 8, 1, and then I was. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Damn. Also,
so I think we both were 7, 8 and 1.
7, 8 and 1. Fucking Cowboys. All right, so you are now 25, 22 and 1, and I am now 26, 21 and 1.
So yeah, a game separates us.
A game separates us, brother.
What's up, Akili?
How we doing, Akili? Great timing because we're getting ready to talk a little fantasy. How much time we got, brother?
We got about 20. Right. Yeah, about 15, 20.
Let's talk a little fantasy. I'll start. So, I'm in 9 leagues. It's actually been, as I look at my fantasy tracker, it hasn't been a bad week of fantasy for me. It hasn't been a bad season of fantasy for me so far. I'm battling through some injuries, but last week I went 6 and 3. Overall, I'm 25 and 11. So I went 7 and 2, 7 and 2, 5 and 4, and then last week I went 6 and 3. I have a couple of undefeated teams. Let me look at their names. I'll know who's undefeated and who's not. So I'm undefeated in the auction league, and I'm undefeated in basically my DJ work league. At the spot I DJ at a lot. I'm in that one. I'm 4-0 in that one. That's a really good draft. And then a couple of 3-1 teams, some 2-2 teams, and a 1-3 teams. I want to talk about the auction league because, my brother, when I tell you, remember when I came in here and told you I don't really know what I'm doing when it comes to auction leagues, but I'm gonna give this one a try. And then I was like, I think I might have been cooking though.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me read you this team because this one is. What is this? Oh. Let me try to. What in the hey? This thing is always signing me out. What the fuck?
Is it the Google?
Yeah.
That happens to me at work all the time. Like I have to log in multiple times a day. It's very frustrating.
Then it's talking about invalid email. What the fuck do you mean invalid email? It's the only email. Yo, this shit pisses me off so much. Yeah, I wish they had an app. All right. While I'm doing that, can you talk for a second?
Yeah, so in my league, I'm in 3 leagues. A redraft league with you, which I have lost every single game. I have a point differential of 37. Like these games are close and I'm losing, so I'm hoping the tide turns. If not, I'm just gonna be paying someone's dues next year. Half the dues, right? That's
Just add $40 on.
Yeah. So that's probably gonna be my fate. I can't keep losing like this. The other league, I didn't show up to the draft, so it auto drafts. So I'm just trying to do my best. That's a charity league. Really don't care about that league. But Dynasty, your boy is on a 2-game win streak. Ever since AJ Brown came on this team has turned it around. We start off 0-2, a little sluggish. These rookies, my rookie class, is leading this team to a potential championship this year, depending on if some of these trades that I'm trying to pull off go through, or definitely next year when my roster is fully healthy. The Omarion Hampton, he goes off for 30 points. Emeka Buka goes off for 22. Marvin Harrison Jr. finally shows up. Dallas Goedert is a revelation. Darren Waller was on my bench, but now he's in the starting lineup. Like, this team, and Mason Taylor hasn't even touched the field yet. Like, this team has the chance. I think we're going to make the playoffs this year. I know with the rookies, it's going to be a little up and down. Like, there's going to be some weeks where it's down and some weeks where it's up. But I feel like over the course of time, especially if I pull one of these trades off, I think this team has the opportunity if Jalen gets his life together. Oh, Kyle wants to talk about my trades. Okay, Kyle, let's talk about the trades. I've made a lot of trades
in our Dynasty League.
In our Dynasty League.
Talk about them.
I've made a lot. How do we go back to see what trades I've made? Oh yeah, Kyle, I know what you're talking about. So Kyle came to me and it's like, I'm open to trading AJ Brown. I know you're interested in him. Let's talk. And I was like, yes, I want AJ Brown on my team. But we talked about it last time. The problem was going to be that I needed to diversify my pass catchers because it would have been Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert. It's too many Eagles. So I told Kyle, sit tight. Let me go see if I can make a move with Devontae Smith. So I reached out to Say It, Not Shay. He was 2-0. He was trending upwards in contention status. So I said, hey, man, are you interested in Devontae Smith? And he was like, yes, I am interested in Devontae Smith. What's the price? And I was like, oh, you can give me a first-round pick. And he was like, yeah, I can do a first-round pick for Devontae Smith. So I believe he gave me, hold on, where is it at? His 2027 first-round pick for Devontae Smith straight up. And then I turned around and traded Cortland Sutton in my 2027 first-round pick to Kyle for AJ Brown. And Kyle, what was the trade that we made? Oh, I'm sorry. I traded Devontae Smith for 2027 first and the 2028 third. And then I traded that 2028 third. I traded the 2027 first and Cortland Sutton for AJ Brown and the 2026 third pick. So in my mind, I turned Devontae Smith, Cortland Sutton in the first round pick into AJ Brown and a third round pick.
How you feeling about it? It's not so
bad. I feel great. Like I know everyone's down on AJ. I get it, but he's been close to 1,000 yards every year. He's been an Eagle. This just won't stand. That I am sure of.
Listen, man, I think you're trending in the right direction. I mean, I look at my Horn Ducks and listen, I've had some. I think we can still hold it together. I might need to make some trades because I think some of these guys aren't. I don't know if I should be trying to rely on Sterling Shepard and Troy Franklin. Like I might need to take some capital and maybe try to move it, but also at the same time, I want to, you don't know if you're going to get in a position to be able to potentially make a move. I know Kyle said he might be open to maybe move in Jake Ferguson, who might be open. I don't know. Listen, we'll see. Well, I'm trying to hold steady because Mike Evans will be coming back, so we'll see. Andrew Burrell. No, I think he already got his question answered by Kyle. That's a great one. Look, thank you, Kyle. Let me talk to you about this auction league. So this team is 4-0. Listen to this. So I still got about 12 million and a half in cap space left, but this team right here currently is 4-0. Josh Allen, Breece Hall, Josh Jacobs, Puka Nakua, Clint Johnston, Justin Jefferson, Zach Ertz, Troy Franklin, Chris Olave, Elick Ayomanor, Harold Fanning Jr., and then my super flex, I've had to switch between Joe Flacco and Russell Wilson. So that's definitely where that's my weak spot. I'm trying to sign someone. I'm trying to sign like a skill position player, but let me tell you something. This team 4-0. It's a good one. Like I feel confident. Like my dogs are my dogs, and I'm just leaning on my dogs. And that's all I can do. But I can tell you, a couple weeks ago, I beat Bam. This was hilarious. I beat Bam 150.52 to 150.14.
I know he was hot.
He was tight. That was funny.
What kind of slurs did he call you?
He sent the meme. I don't think. Listen, I think I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it because I don't want to jinx myself. But take a guess at what you think I'm saying, without saying it out loud.
Give me a second. What would Bam say?
All right. Before we get out of here, redraft. You're 0-4. Let me talk to you about my redraft team real quick before we get out of here. My other redraft, in my redraft league that I commissioned. How about this team right here? The Las Vegas Luchadores. I had Joe Burrow. He's on IR. I might drop him soon. But obviously, I drafted Bijan Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
I have Bucky Irving. I also have David Montgomery, Tet McMillan, Garrett Wilson, Brock Bowers. I picked up Wan'Dale Robinson, Matthew Golden. I also have Jerry Jeudy, Bill Merritt, Harold Fanning Jr. It's not a bad team. 3-1. I gotta start setting some better lineups so I can start competing for the points. But as of right now, I'm feeling good about. Listen, there are 1, 2, 3. There's 5 teams that are 3-1, and it's a 16 playoff.
I'm so disgusted now. Like I got blown out once, but every other game that I've lost, it's been by I think under 10 points.
Yeah, brother, you 0-4 right now. It's like
I left Courtney Sutton on the bench. It's Chase Brown didn't get any goal line work. Like it's shit like that can't keep happening to me. It's not like I'm getting blown out every. Like I said, my point differential was like minus 38, and one of those was a blowout. Like I lost to Jason by 4 points.
I mean, I've had some pretty close ones too, so I'm not going to sit here and act like I've been.
Like if I was getting my ass kicked every week, like I'd be okay with it, but it's just little by little.
Yeah, because I won week 1 versus we played week 1. I won 119.9 to 111.
Yeah, like I'm telling you, like it's I'm 2 catches or some goal line work away from figuring this thing out. And then week 2, I think I got blown out. Like someone blew me out of the water one week. It was over before the 1 o'clock games were over.
Yeah.
But other than that, every loss has been under 10 points.
All right. Quickly, college football. Biggest headlines: Oregon beating Penn State in OT. James Franklin, count your days, buddy. Yeah. UGA Bama, another classic.
You got that one right.
I did get that one right. I told you.
Got that one right.
It's something about when they play Bama. It's something about them.
I thought the curse of Nick Saban was gone over Kirby Smart. It is not.
It's not over with Kalen DeBoer. And here's one I thought was funny. You get a kick out of this one. Bobby Petrino back on the sidelines for Arkansas. It's only a matter of time.
Life is a flat circle, dog.
It's only a matter of time.
Flat circle.
It's only a matter of time. All right, let's get into our college pick'ems. Not as many games this week that are intriguing. So the 11 I might have to pull from matchups that I feel like are interesting. Let's start in the ACC. Dabo versus Bill. Clemson versus UNC. Who you got in Chapel Hill?
I got Clemson, but that handshake at the 50 is going to be hilarious. I don't care what happens. That handshake at the 50 at the end of the game is going to be hilarious.
Listen, Dabo said, "Hey, they can fire me. Yeah, I ain't going. I ain't going to no beaches."
You ever heard someone talk big shit like that in front of about his job? Here, what y'all? Do you know who you were before I got here?
He ain't lying though.
He not lying.
Sparty travels to Lincoln to take on the Cornhuskers. You think they can pull off a road win?
I do not. Matt Rule is a great college coach.
Yeah, I like Nebraska as well. Nebraska is really, really good. I think they're going to find a way to stay in contention for maybe one of those other playoff spots. That loss to Michigan may not be as bad as we think because Michigan's not a bad team.
No.
Iowa State going on the road to Ohio to play the Bearcats.
Give me the Bearcats. I know Iowa State is good, but give me. I'm calling upset.
Listen, Matt. I think I forgot what his name is. Matt Reynolds.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I think it's Matt Reynolds. Matt Campbell. Matt Campbell's a really good coach, similar to your point against for Matt Rule. I like Matt Campbell. Give me Iowa State and the Hawkeyes. Texas on the road in Gainesville versus 1-3 Florida.
Texas is gonna make this so much harder than it has to be. But give me Texas. Like they're gonna make it so much harder than it has to be.
I don't think they will. Give me Texas. I think Texas wins convincingly. Your Who's after the big win the big win versus Florida State last week. They're now ranked 24 on the road versus undefeated Louisville team.
I'm not picking against UVA. Wahoo wah. The A is lowercase. It's capital U, capital V, lowercase a.
Yeah, give me Louisville to protect home field. Number 11, Texas Tech on the road versus Houston, who's undefeated, and they had a really big comeback win versus the Oregon State Beavers last week.
Yeah, and they fighting each other on the sidelines. Give me Texas Tech.
Yeah, I think them boys got some work to do. Give me Texas Tech on this one. Think they're gonna come in and handle business. Minnesota, they're going on the road at number 1 Ohio State, who they played a pretty good game. I mean, it's a tough environment here, up the road, Seattle at Husky Stadium.
Give me Ohio State. We're not even gonna overthink this one.
Yeah, I think Ohio State. They just got too many pro players, man. They're a really good team. Really good team. Here's where we might get something. Yeah. Miami on the road versus Florida State. I'm gonna be honest with you. No, I'm gonna let you go. I'll let you go
first. Give me FSU in the upset.
Okay.
Did they kill
Miami
at the receiver during the UVA game? Did you see they rushed the field before he got up?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
That's insane.
He was okay though.
He was. I didn't hear anything bad, so I just assumed he was okay.
I assume so too.
Okay.
Kyle said he finds it funny that ever since he traded away AJ Brown and Kenneth Walker, he's 2-0.
And he also said traded for AJ.
Yeah. He also said I can trade you Geno Smith. No. Number 16, Vandy on the road versus Alabama, and this is the game day game.
Yeah, it should be. Bama just beat Georgia, which means they're about to lose to Vandy. Give me Vanderbilt.
Listen, last year, Nick Saban, he allowed some rat poison to get out there, and it fueled Vandy. But now this time, it's in Bryant-Denny Stadium. You kidding me? Roll Tide! Give me Alabama. 4-1 Mississippi State. They lost a close one versus Tennessee last week.
Mm-hmm.
On the road this time in Kyle Station versus the Aggies.
How can I trust the Aggies? I don't know, but give me A&M. I don't feel good about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Texas. I'm gonna go with Texas A&M. I've been to A&M. I've seen that stadium. It's massive. I'm gonna go with A&M. Here's an interesting one in the Big Ten. Washington, after the loss to Ohio State, now travels to College Park, Maryland, to take on the undefeated Terps.
Give me Maryland because that flight from Washington State to Washington, D.C., that's tough.
You think they're flying into Washington D.C. over Baltimore?
Oh, yeah. They're about the same, though, right? Because I have family that live near College Park. It's kind of the same. Like, you can fly into Baltimore.
I
But
mean,
I
if
feel like it's
flying into
about the
Baltimore is
same.
basically like flying into D.C. anyway.
Yeah, I was like, it's similar, but that flight, what time is that game?
Let's see right now. Scores. I believe they are at 12.
Yeah, that's 9 a.m. their time.
Let's see. 12:30. Well, no, so it'll be 3:30. So it'll be at 3:30.
Also 3:30 East Coast time, so 12:30 West Coast time.
That's what it says on my computer. So I
Okay.
assume that because of the yeah. Well, what does it say on yours?
Let me see. Yeah, it says 3:30. Okay.
Yep.
So it's 12:30 kickoff for them time wise. I feel a little bit better, but still give me Maryland.
I like Washington. I think Washington. They're a good team. Defense plays well. Maryland's good too, so it wouldn't really surprise me if they win. But I'm gonna go with Washington on this one, just so we could. So we got some picks in here. So we're both taking Ohio State, Texas Tech, Texas, Nebraska, and Clemson. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Washington on this one. For the record, everyone, Danny is 26-26, and I am 30-22 in college football. So you're getting somewhere, man. You're not doing too bad. You're 500.
I am not good at college at all.
Talk to me. Talk to me about the WNBA, and we can maybe get out of here on that.
Yeah, hold on. Let me timestamp this. I'm trying to get better at this for when we do stuff. So WNBA playoffs. The Fever and the Aces play game 4 tonight. I want to say, or is it game 5 tonight? Yeah, tonight's game 5. So tonight's elimination game. It's in Vegas. We're going to have a conversation about this Fever, how they play without Caitlin Clark at another time. But being one game away from the WNBA finals when you're a star player, and you have multiple injuries, just shows how good Stephanie White is as a coach. I think the Aces are going to win. Phoenix took care of Minnesota a couple of days ago. I don't know if you saw the foul on Nafisa Collier that has started this referee conversation from Alyssa Thomas. I don't think it was a foul. I think it was a clean steal from AT. I just think it was unfortunate that feet ran into her leg. Speaking of Nafisa Collier, did you see her comments today? By chance?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. There's no way what I'm reading she actually said. Nafisa Collier said the league has failed to sufficiently address issues with officiating, compensation for players, and state of the overall product. She also alleged that Kathy Engelbert, the WNBA commissioner,
Yep.
told her in a private conversation that superstar Caitlin Clark and other young standouts should be on their knees in gratitude for the platform the league has given them.
Yep. So the conversation around that is apparently Nafisa Collier said as much money as Caitlin Page and Angel generate for the league, it sucks that their salaries are so low as rookies. And allegedly, Kathleen responded that Caitlin Clark should be thankful for the platform that the WNBA has given her. Among other things, right? Fee also said she is a terrible leader. She also said that Kathy said that they should be grateful for the TV deal that Kathy got for them. Buddy, it's 4.5 minutes long. If y'all have the time, every employee dreams of talking to their boss like that. The way she ethered, but that's what CBN go, and that's a further sign that there will be a lockout next year. They're not going to come to an agreement. Like the season next year is in jeopardy of being canceled or starting extremely late. Like they're nowhere close.
You think so?
Yeah, we're going to get a lockout. You don't talk about someone like that if you're close to striking the deal.
True. I see where you're going with that.
Yeah, you don't. And Nafisa Collier, I think she also said when she hurt her leg the other day, everyone texted her except the commissioner. Like she's just saying, like she treats them, and I'm paraphrasing, like she just treats them like assets. Like she doesn't show any humanity towards them.
Well, who does she mean by everyone? Like, why would the commissioner?
People in the commissioner's office. She's like the only text she received from Kathy was to her agent about something else. She's saying Kathy's a terrible leader. Which this isn't the first time. If anyone has followed this, so Nafisa Collier is the president of the union. Satu Sabli, who plays for Phoenix, is the vice president. Satu been throwing shots at Kathy all year. All year.
She keeps. That's when she was basically like, "You think we playing that CBA shit?"
Yeah. That's and Satu also has complained about the number of games at the beginning of the year, the number of games that Phoenix had to play over a course of days, and stuff like that in access. So they've been taking shots at her all year, but this from Fee, like this is a little bit earth shattering.
This is funny because now it makes all these unrivaled announcements even more hilarious when you hear about players who are saying they're playing unrivaled. It's like, yeah, all right, we'll rock out over here. Then but what?
This is, and I know we had to go, but this is one of the rare times where a sports lockout from a business standpoint where the players have as much, if not more, leverage than the league itself. Because for women, they have unrivaled. They're used to go playing overseas to earn an income. So a lockout, in theory, wouldn't hurt them as much as it would for like an NBA lockout or NFL.
Yeah, because NBA players, they need them checks.
Yeah.
They need them checks.
And
ladies and gentlemen.
And Kyle's right. This is a power move from Collier. But there will be a lockout next year. I don't think they're close.
I don't think so, too. Make sure you follow the pod, Speak On It _pod. Make sure you follow Danny Ocean 41, I believe.
Yep, got it.
And then make sure you follow myself at Los D-Mix across all social media platforms. We'll be right back next week, same time. Actually, yes, we will be back next week. We will be back next week. Ladies and gentlemen, set your lineups, and we'll see you guys next week.